guys, I'm Thato, and this is a chill session with my dad over here. And today I'm going to be asking him questions that I would like to know. And he doesn't know them yet, but he'll find out soon. So the question is relationships.
So there are many types of relationships, but relationship is really, the coexistence, and working side by side for a certain goal. There's always a goal, a benefit in a relationship, and there's a benefit because some relationships are not really mutually beneficial relationships. Some of them are skewed. There's benefit one side and then the other one is not.
And that comes to my question that it follows. What are good relationships? What can you indicate a good relationship in your own state?
Yeah, a good relationship really is one where, in connection with what I just said now, the relationship benefits both of the parties, or if it's more people, everybody is benefiting. That's what we call a mutually beneficial relationship. There are those relationships which are parasitic, and well, in some parasitic relationships are relationships that can actually be the one side benefits from the other, by relying on that other one when they're not giving anything to this other one. For instance, a fish and a shark can actually be swimming around with small other fishes under its belly. The relationship there is that when the shark bites a huge prey meal, any crumbs that fall off its mouth, these ones will be eating. So the shark does not suffer from that. There are relationships like that where I connect with what you have. For instance, if I start a business to manufacture furniture, and then you start a business that will maybe grow trees so that we can supply wood for me to do the furniture. That's where the good mutual benefit is. The other one, however, can be one of parasitism, where a person is just there to suck out of you and you're not getting anything in return, or in their sucking, they actually taking something away from you without you getting anything back. So a good relationship is a relationship where I, as a person who relates to you, am looking out for you, and you are looking out for me. So it's like when we, stand back to back, you are behind me, so I don't have to look over my shoulder, all the time. If I just keep focusing my front, the fact that you are behind me and you're looking the other way, so I know you got my back, that's a good relationship. The kind of relationship where I'm willing to make sacrifices and sacrifice sometimes my time, my happiness, just so that you can actually be in a position to get through a time that you would otherwise not be able to get through. But the sacrifices should not always come from one side. At some time, it should be a tit for tat. That's a type of relationship that I would call a good relationship.
So in your own, maybe, where could you advise or just say when is the right time to step out of a toxic or maybe not so good relationship, or is the time to help? Are you able to help a relationship that hasn't not been working or hasn't been coexisting or being in a state of connecting? Can that be fixable, or should it just be a let go of that relationship?
Relationships are worked at.
Okay.
It's a responsibility of both the parties to work at the relationship to make it work. I remember the words that my mother taught me, and may her soul continue to rest in peace. She taught me to value relationships. Valuing relationships basically is putting an effort to making it work. It's sacrificing to make it work, and it's always trying to find answers from the good questions that you ask yourself. If something goes wrong, before you even rush to say that it's your fault, you see it's not working, you should step back and say, could I have done something wrong? in this relationship to
prevent.
be, for it to be where it
Yeah.
is. And if so, if you honestly do not see anything wrong that you've done, then you approach the other person, and our relationship is going to depend, the quality of our relationship is going to depend on how we deal with differences, with challenges, with those tough times that really challenge our relationship. And the true test of a good friendship is not when things are hunky-dory and everything is
Yeah.
lovey-dovey, but it's actually when, things become choppy. Then the true test for a good relationship becomes exactly that. And how do you know that it's time to get out of the relationship? Is if you cannot agree on anything, or if you cannot agree on most of the things, and you can agree on very less but not qualitative things, then that's the time to be out of there. If you always find it difficult, you're not communicating, and you don't feel safe, and you're not sure about this person, if you cannot deal with those issues and sort them out, then some relationships are good at a distance. It's not really that you
Yeah.
hate a person, but you also have to be wise enough to know when to keep a person at an arm's length for the sake of your peace and your sanity, but also so that it doesn't end up being toxic even for you. And normally people
Yeah.
ask, so when do I decide to get out? Well, just get out. Just get out. If it's not working, it's not working.
Yeah.
It's never going to work. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Thank you so much. That actually really just kind of get that out of the way, just to know that different types of relationship, but every type of relationship depends on the coexistence of both parties and just in a state of connection. So thank you so much. This was a segment of a chill down session with my father, and we're gonna be definitely having more of this sit down in the couch and having a chill conversation with each other. And maybe you could get some nuggets out of all of this, and just something that you could take out of these chats with us. So see you next time with more lit videos. Bye.
I love how you say father. Bye-bye.